Mindful use of technology. Technology has made it possible for us to work from home, and with that comes a great work-life balance and the autonomy and flexibility to organize your calendar. Working from home during the coronavirus pandemic is proving to be a huge challenge for many employees. With millions of workers working remotely for the first time, many are struggling to manage a workday that now includes distractions like childcare, household chores, and in-home entertainment options such as TV and radio. To enable us to reap the best of technology for our productivity when working from home, here are a few tips. 1. Set predefined work hours. It's easy to feel like you're always on when you don't have the separation between your work and home environment. It is therefore very important to communicate to co-workers what hours you're working and give yourself adequate downtime to rest and recharge. A. As a team, define core work hours, meetings to attend, performance milestones, and preferred forms for feedback. B. Create flex schedules, new working hours, in partnership with your colleagues. C. Ask for convenient times to set up scheduled calls and work with each other's calendars. D. Also map out all the stakeholders on your project and collaborate to clearly define everything together. E. Make sure your to-do list is transparent to others. Talk through your task tracking methods with your boss to make sure you're both on the same page. F. Set boundaries with people in your life to make sure they know just because you're home, it doesn't mean you're available. G. Move team meetings as needed to avoid overlapping with caregiver responsibilities. 2. Plan your day. It may appear to be obvious, but many of us still start our day without mapping it out. When we lack clarity in our priorities, it's very easy to get sidetracked. Employ the priority matrix to ascertain what's important versus urgent and always do your planning for the day the evening before. This will help settle your mind for a good sleep. Keep a notebook by your bed to jot down any nighttime worries or ideas. A. Set clear expectations with your manager and teammates about goals, schedules, communication styles, and personal preferences to set yourself up for a great working relationship. B. Create a schedule of your workday every morning and have some way to physically and psychologically transition out of work mode at the end of the day to avoid overworking. C. For formal meetings, develop an agenda at least 1 hour before the meeting. That way, everyone can prep for the meeting and make efficient use of everyone's time. D. If the task takes 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. If it takes more than 2 minutes, write it down and schedule it. This is a simple but effective rule to employ when you're juggling multiple tasks coming onto your desk throughout the day. E. Have health breaks within the day, a walk, run, yoga, or exercise. Go to sleep and wake up at a regular time, take a shower, get dressed, engage in hobbies and do some house chores. F. Set boundaries with colleagues on your core working hours. G. Use available apps to gently nudge you away from distracting sites. 3. Effectively manage how you communicate. When working from home, extensive communication with your co-workers is key, since face-to-face interaction is not an option. For many employees, this means that hundreds of emails, chats, calls, and team meetings are often interrupting the workday. A. There is a difference between being responsive and instantaneously responsive. For example, you could make it a point to check your messages for 5 minutes every half hour. This way, you have 25 minutes where you're focused and then 5 minutes for back and forth and then 25 minutes focused and so on. B. As a team, have a morning huddle online where everyone gives a quick rundown of what they're working on for the day. That way, once everyone is looped in on who's working on what, then you can all set aside time where everyone is able to have focused hours without message interruptions. C. Synchronize your team calendars so that everyone is on the same page about the hours they should be solely focused on work and the hours they should be sending and responding to messages. As line managers, let us know and support our teams during this crisis by enabling them set flexible working schedules and respecting their breaks. Microstep for the week. Set time on your calendar for an activity that helps you disconnect from technology and recharge. Check the Ask HR Yammer page for the scheduled activities of the day. Dance with Moses, gym workout, run or take a walk, watch a movie, read a book, cycle, walk the dog, skip a rope, bake with the family, cook a meal with the family.